Hi, I'm Szabi. I'm the CEO and one of the co-founders of Turbine. We're building the simulated cell, a computational model of human biology. We're using this to help design better drugs to target really difficult to treat cancers and to help ensure that the right patients get these drugs at the right time. We're actually in town for two reasons. On the one hand, we have a conference where we're presenting our bioinformatics results, the scientific results from a collaboration that we have run with Bayer 2 years ago to validate the predictivity of our simulated cells, which are meant to predict how, on the molecular level, cancer cells behave and respond to therapy. And the other reason is that we have been in talks with Bayer for the past year, really, to evolve our collaboration. We've actually run several projects with the company in the past, commercially. But we felt, and also our stakeholders within the company have felt, that it was time to build the collaboration to a more strategic level. And so we're in town to talk to several teams and several stakeholders and to ensure that everybody's aligned on how to move forward from the current place where we're at in the collaboration to the next level of partnership. 3 years ago, when we came to G4A, when we came to live in Berlin for about 4 months, we were just a bunch of young PhD students spinning off from university. Basically, we had a really cool idea. We have done some initial work to validate it, but we really didn't understand the problems that we were bound to solve within pharma. We didn't understand how pharma companies operate and how they value partners and what they value in their partners. And finally, we also had no real prospective proof points for the technology. So we were not able to show yet that it did what we said it would. So G4A allowed us to overcome both of these major barriers to success. On the one hand, we got to interface with really important stakeholders within research, development, and also even on the board level, who could tell us much more about what strategically matters to a company like Bayer, how they make decisions, and what are really the big problems that, if we could help them solve, would be valuable enough to actually go to an external vendor, a startup, and partner around with. And the other really important obstacle that we managed to overcome was our lack of validation, really. So with working with internal computational biology experts, we were able to, on the one hand, prove that we were able to recreate experiments that the company has run internally. And then we actually started working prospectively with several drugs in the Bayer pipeline to support them in picking the right patients for the drugs, designing the right trial protocols, and also to understand the drugs better so that they can be targeted at the right patients and in the right, let's say, therapy regimes. And these projects together, which we ran throughout 2017 and 2018, they allowed us to really go to other partners, potential partners, and to show them that the technology does have legs, and to show them real proof points of impacting development and discovery decisions. And so that really allowed us to actually build a company out of cool technology and out of, let's say, foundational science, build an actual commercial product. I'd say that one reason to join G4A would be that I think Bayer was really one of the first companies that actually set up an innovation program, and so they actually have the most experience, I think. They've had the most time to really figure out why innovation matters, which is never an easy question, I think, in these big companies. Everybody wants to do innovation and everybody understands the sort of strategic imperative to do it and to do more of it. But when it comes to, let's say, allocating real budgets to projects that may not work out, I think that's a sort of tough nut to crack for especially large pharmaceutical companies. So I think Bayer has had the most time really in the industry to learn how to integrate innovative startups and new technologies into its workflow in a way to really, trial them and test them, and to really help then make the case internally to important stakeholders, budget holders, decision makers to invest into those projects and then take them forward and really build actual commercial partnerships around them, instead of just sort of hanging them in the window as sort of window dressing.